Hi students, in this video we will review questions number 93 through 97 of the 2024 SHSAT Practice Exam, Form B. Grab a notebook and pencil and let's get started. Number 93, the side length of square S is shorter than the side length of square T by 1 centimeter. The area of square S is 9 square centimeters. What is the difference in square centimeters between the area of square T and the area of square S? Let's draw a quick diagram. Our smaller square will be labeled square S, while our bigger square will be labeled square T. The problem states that the area of square S is 9 square centimeters. We know that the area of a square is the side length to the second power. If 9 equals S squared, we can find the square root of both sides to solve for the side length. So S equals 3. Each side of the smaller square is 3 centimeters. The problem also states that the side length of square S is shorter than the side length of square T by 1 centimeters. That means the side length of square T is going to be 1 more than the side length of square S. So we have 3 plus 1 equals 4. So each side of square T is 4 centimeters. Therefore, the area of square T is 4 to the second power, which is 16 centimeters squared. The final question asks, what is the difference in square centimeters between the area of square T and the area of square S? Since the area of square T is 16 and the area of square S is 9, the difference is 7 centimeters squared. So the correct answer is choice B. Number 94, which expression is equivalent to 1/2 x plus 7 minus, open parentheses, x minus 9 plus 2? Let's distribute. We'll start off with 1/2 x plus 7 minus, and anytime you have just an operation right outside the parentheses, you can put an imaginary 1 right there. So we will end up multiplying both terms in the binomial by -1. Our new expression is 1/2 x plus 7 minus 1x plus 9/2. It's easiest to rewrite all of the terms to have a denominator of 2. We have 1/2 x plus 14/2 minus 2/2x plus 9/2. Let's go ahead and combine like terms. 1/2 x is a like term with -2/2x, and 14/2 is a like term with 9/2. Let's see what we have. 1/2 minus 2/2 is -1/2x, and 14 plus 9 is 23/2. So this is one version of our final answer, but notice that all of the answer choices are in factored form, where either 1/2 is factored out or -1/2 is factored out. So we will start off by factoring out -1/2, since we notice that there's a positive x here in the parentheses, to see what's left. So if we have -1/2 on the outside, we have -1/2 times x minus 23. So again, let's just take a quick look. -1/2 times x is -1/2, and -1/2 times -23 is positive 23/2. So the correct answer is choice H. Number 95, how is 1/x minus 2/x written as a single fraction? Assume x is not equal to 0. 1/x minus 1/2x is a simple subtraction problem. Remember that when adding or subtracting fractions, the goal is always to get the denominators to be the same. So right now, the fraction over here to the right has 2x as the denominator, but the fraction over to the left only has x in the denominator. So to turn x into 2x, we will multiply x times 2, and whatever we do in the denominator, we want to also do here in the numerator. So we have 2 times 1 is 2 over 2x, minus 1/2x is equivalent to 2 minus 1, which is 1/2x. So the correct answer is choice A. Number 96. In a certain competition, one person finished in first place, 5 people tied for second place, 10 people tied for third place, and the other 4,984 people did not place. What percentage of the people in the competition placed first, second, or third altogether? Let's write out our information. So the first step is to determine the total. We will add 1 plus 5 plus 10, which is 16. And when we add that to 4,984, we get a total of 5,000. The question asks us to determine the percentage of people who place first, second, or third. When we add these three numbers, 1 plus 5 plus 10, we will get 16. So our goal is to convert 16 out of 5,000 into a percent. We can set up a proportion. We're interested in figuring out the value of x when the denominator is equivalent to 100. To solve this proportion, we can cross multiply. So we have 5,000x equals 1,600. We can divide both sides by 5,000 and cancel out just a few zeros here, right? So these two zeros are going to cancel out. And our last step is simply going to be 16 divided by 50. Let's see what we have. 50 cannot go into 16, so that's 0. But 50 can go into 160 3 times. Since 3 times 50 is 150, the remainder is 10. So that's 100. 100 divided by 50 is 2. So this is 0.32%. So the correct answer is choice G. Number 97. Angle A and angle B are complementary. If the measure of angle B is 3 times as great as the measure of angle A, what is the measure of angle B? Quick refresher. Complementary angles are two angles, just two, that sum to 90 degrees. We can call angle A, it's pretty straightforward, and we can use the variable B to represent angle B. The problem states that the measure of angle B is, so that's our equal sign, 3 times as great as the measure of angle A. So B equals 3A. We also know that A plus B is 90 degrees because the two angles are supplementary. I will go ahead and solve for A so I can substitute this equation into the other equation. Anytime we have two variables and two equations, we call this a system of equations. So our goal is typically to isolate one of the variables and substitute it into the other equation. If A equals 90 minus B, we can substitute it into the equation right here. So we have B equals 3 times 90 minus B. I'll continue the problem over here so we can have a little bit more space. So B equals 270 minus 3B. We can add 3B to both sides. So 4B equals 270. And now we just need to divide by 4 on both sides. 4 divides into 27 6 times, and 6 times 4 is 24, with a remainder of 3. 4 goes into 37 times, with a remainder of 2. And 20 divided by 4 is 5. So the measure of angle B is 67.5 degrees. So the correct answer is choice B. If you learned something in this video, please go ahead and like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.